Okay, today for Sefirah to Omer, this is Tiferet Gevurah. Tiferet and beauty inside of Gevurah, strict justice. So learn from the best. So glorifying courage. This is Tiferet of Gevurah. To truly manifest strength, severity, and Gevurah in our lives, we must summon the courage to do so. After having done the difficult work of applying these principles, it is crucial to recognize our achievement by praising and honoring ourselves. So glorified courage is a reminder for us to take time to appreciate our unique efforts in ourselves. By nature, we are inclined to praise and glorify heroes, be they from our time or previous generations. We often envision these figures as sports stars, scientists, or other champions. Though their efforts and dedication to their craft are something to be admired, these are not the true heroes we should be looking up to. We need to have a real hero, not a Superman, but rather a great rabbi, scholar, a leader in the Jewish nation. This leader is not a prime minister. They are leading in the path of Torah. We want them as role models, so we can look at someone from the world of Torah and learn from their qualities. In the teachings of the Rambam, it is extremely important for us to assign a tzaddik, a role model that we can look up to. We will discuss later what it means to have this role model. First, we need to understand the meaning of the word Tiferet. Since we are counting Tiferet of Gevurah, we need to understand what Tiferet means. The word Tiferet has two meanings, a noun and a verb. As a noun, it can be explained as a way of expressing glory or splendor, which is called a pe'er. This root does not imply luxury. Rather, it is the root for glory, splendor, and of course also beauty. When Tiferet is a noun, it can be explained as glory, splendor, and beauty. As an action, it involves beautifying and praising whatever one wants. Tiferet of Gevurah involves recognizing the beauty in Gevurah and praising it. So this recognition acknowledges when something is done with the right strength. It often takes someone a long time to gather the strength to stand up on their own ground and do what is right. When this is achieved, it should be praised. Therefore, it is important to have a hero. Relating with this hero doesn't necessarily mean being in the same position, but rather seeing similarities and finding a certain path. People can look at someone else's life and see how it relates to their own. Heroes come in both male and female forms. They can be great sages, scholars, or prophets. Having a hero can be beneficial in many ways. A hero can inspire you and give you something to strive for or emulate. However, it is important not to take this concept too far and create a godlike figure out of your hero. This could lead to idolatry and demonization of other individuals or groups who do not agree with the qualities that your hero represents. Instead, consider your hero someone who provides inspiration and guidance on navigating through life, but ensure that you don't make an idol out of them. It doesn't have to be necessarily the chief rabbi of the city or a rabbi of the congregation. So the rabbi is your teacher. The Mishnah tells us very clearly, Aseh lecha rav, so make for yourself a teacher. When you look up to someone you admire, you may want to mimic them or do exactly what they do. As tempting as it may be, we can't simply mimic our hero. We are not a carbon copy. Our goal is to draw inspiration from what they did and use that as motivation. That's the true beauty behind having a hero. Practically speaking, we all need to recognize the heroes in our life. And if we don't have any heroes, then it's important to search for one. The great figures in our nation's history often had difficult and challenging lives, so by relating to their struggles, you can learn what it means to be a true role model. Today, identify your role model in life and what you can learn from them. Don't idolize the model, but recognize their strength in a certain area and draw inspiration from it. This is the concept of Tiferet of Gevurah, to see someone or something that is successful in terms of strength and midot, and to use that as an example for yourself. So follow the example of your role model and strive to embody their admirable traits.